everyone again. In the last video, we have learned about the history of classification of living organisms. In this video, you are going to learn about the Robert Whittaker's Class 5 Kingdom classification. It is the most famous classification up to now. It has been accepted. Okay. So Robert Harding Whittaker was born in the year 1920 and died in the year 1960. And he made this classification in the year 1969. So he made certain criteria of classification. He had 5 different criteria of classification. First was the complexity of the cell structure. Complexity of the cell structure means how complex the cell is, whether it is a simple structure like a prokaryotic or whether it is a complex structure like that of the eukaryote. In the last video, I have already explained to you what is meant by a prokaryote and an eukaryote. So his first basis of classification was the complexity of the cell structure. That is, he divided the living organisms into 2 broad groups, that was prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Further, the second basis of classification was the complexity of the organism. Whether the full organism is complex or a simple one. So the simple organism was nothing but the unicellular organism. So he divided these prokaryotes and eukaryotes again further on the basis of complexity of the organisms, that was unicellular and multicellular. So dear students, you must be aware about what are unicellular organisms and multicellular. Unicellular means those organisms which have only one cell, whereas multicellular organisms have more than one cell. So they are called as multicellular. The third basis of classification was the mode of nutrition. That means how these organisms are eating or having their food. So accordingly, he had classified them depending upon whether they can prepare their own food, autotrophic mode of nutrition or photosynthetic. So you are aware the photosynthetic or autotrophic mode of nutrition only one type of organism has, and that is plant. Second was whether it is saprophytic. Saprophytic means sapro, the meaning of sapro means dead. So those organisms which derive the nutrition from the dead organisms, they are also called as saprophytic. So saprophytic mode of nutrition is only by fungi. Fungi eats the dead things. So that is why they are also called as the decomposers. Decomposers means the ones which decompose whatever is fallen. Like for example, if the leaves are fallen in the soil, after few days you will not be able to find them because they are already decomposed by the group called as fungus. So they are living on the dead organism. So they are also called as saprophytic mode of nutrition. The next one is heterotrophic and ingestive. Now heterotrophic mode of nutrition means they are dependent on others for their food, and ingestive means they can take up their food through their mouth. Whereas saprophytic, I mentioned that they are absorbing the food through the suckers, whereas here or through the hyphae. You will be able to understand this little later on in the higher classes. So here ingestive mode of nutrition is there in the case of heterotrophic organisms, and all our animals are belonging to this category. So this was the third mode of nutrition. The fourth mode of nutrition was lifestyle. That is, plants are called as producers of the world. That means they are producing the food for everyone. So they are called as producers. The second is animals are also called as consumers. That means they only consume. They do not prepare their food, they consume the food. Whereas the third one, fungi, they are also called as decomposers. As I have already mentioned to you what are decomposers. And finally was the phylogenetic relationship. Now what does this phylogenetic relationship means? It means nothing but the evolutionary trend. That means which organism has evolved first, and from that organism which other organisms have evolved. So according to this phylogenetic relationship, there were two groups, that is the prokaryotes and the eukaryotes. From eukaryotes have evolved, and multicellular organisms have evolved from unicellular. So according to his classification, there were 5 kingdoms made by him. So living organisms were broadly classified into prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Then prokaryotes were further divided into unicellular, and eukaryotes were divided into unicellular and multicellular organisms. So in prokaryote unicellular organism, there is only one group, that is Monera. So Monera are having primitive nucleus as well as they are unicellular. That means they are the first evolved organism. And I have already explained to you in the first video about the bacteria. So bacteria were the first organisms to come into this world. So he made the first kingdom as Monera, which were prokaryotic and unicellular. Whereas the next one, eukaryotes, can be broadly again divided into unicellular and multicellular. So here the nucleus is true, as well as two different cellular structures they have, that is unicellular and multicellular, and under unicellular we have protista. So protista looks similar to Monera, but what is the difference is that protistans are eukaryotic and monerans are prokaryotic. Both are unicellular, but one is prokaryotic, the other is eukaryotic. So that is why this group was made separate. Then we have in the eukaryotes multicellular organisms, and you have already learned about the modes of nutrition. Modes of nutrition, it is either autotrophic, saprophytic and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Here also we have so accordingly we have 3 different kingdoms: fungi, plantae and animalia. So fungi have the mode of nutrition as saprophytic mode of nutrition, that is they live on the dead organisms. Plants prepare their own food, so they are separate, as well as animals cannot prepare their own food, and they are heterotrophic or ingestive mode of nutrition. One more thing about the fungi and the plantae, one common thing is that both of them have the cell, both their cells have the cell wall, whereas the animal do not have the presence of cell wall. So this also have made them separate. So this is all about the Robert Whittaker's 5 kingdom classification. So in the next video you are going to learn about each of these groups, that is Monera, Protista, fungi, plantae and animalia. Thank you.